Created by a kid and their parent. Using Talebot.
Linda's Enchanted Forest Responsibility. A special bedtime story for Linda. Once upon a time, in a house nestled at the edge of an ancient and whispering forest, there lived a little girl named Linda. With curly locks the color of autumn leaves and bright eyes shimmering with mischief, Linda was known for her boundless curiosity and a heart brimming with love for all creatures. One early evening, as the sun painted the sky in shades of orange and pink, Linda sat cross-legged on her bedroom floor, engrossed in her favorite book, Masha and the Bear. The tales of Masha's adventures with her gentle giant friend filled Linda with dreams of her own fantastic escapades. She longed to meet Masha and the bear and explore the depths of the forest beyond her window. As the stars began to twinkle, her mother came in, kissed her forehead, and whispered, "Remember, sweet Linda, with every adventure comes great responsibility." Linda nodded sleepily, her imagination already wandering through the shadowy trees and into the land of dreams. And as her eyelids fluttered closed, something magical happened. The book in her lap began to glow with a soft golden light, and Linda was suddenly enveloped in a warm embrace. When she opened her eyes, Linda found herself standing at the threshold of the very forest she had always longed to explore. The trees swayed rhythmically as if welcoming her to their secret world. She pinched herself to make sure she wasn't dreaming, but the gentle breeze that ruffled her hair and the earthy scent of the woods assured her this was very real. Linda took a step forward when suddenly a voice called out, "Welcome to our enchanted forest, dear child. I am Masha, and this is my friend, the bear." Surprised, Linda looked around to see the familiar faces from her book standing before her. Masha, with her playful grin and rosy cheeks, and the bear, towering yet tender, greeted Linda with open arms. "Come," Masha beckoned, "we have an adventure awaiting us, but we must tread carefully, for every action in our forest affects all who live here." Together, they set off into the heart of the woods. Birds chirped melodies above them while squirrels scampered alongside, and Linda's heart danced with joy. They came upon a crystal-clear stream, and Linda reached out to touch the water, but Masha stopped her gently. "This stream is home to the silverfin fish," Masha explained.
Talebot, tailor-made tales for your child's dreams.
"They are very sensitive to what enters their water. We must respect their home and keep it clean." Linda nodded, understanding the importance of responsibility for the first time. As they continued their journey, the bear shared stories of the forest and its delicate balance, and how every creature played a part in maintaining it. Night began to fall, and the forest transformed. Fireflies dotted the darkness like stars, guiding their path. The trio arrived at a clearing where a grand feast was laid out, attended by animals of the forest. They were celebrating the harvest moon, and Linda was their guest of honor. As the festivities began, Linda noticed a group of rabbits looking forlornly at the feast from the edge of the clearing. She approached them and asked why they were not joining in the celebration. "The food is scarce this year," one rabbit whispered. "We must be mindful and save what we can for the colder months." Linda's heart swelled with compassion. She turned to Masha and the bear and shared the rabbit's plight. The bear nodded wisely and addressed the gathering, "We must all share what we have and take only what we need." The animals murmured in agreement, and the feast was divided so that no one would go hungry in the coming months. As the moon reached its peak, Linda sat with Masha and the bear, reflecting on the night's lessons. She realized that with the fun and wonder of the forest came a duty to care for it and its inhabitants. Suddenly, the bear spoke, "Linda, it is time for you to return. Remember, the forest and its lessons will always be a part of you." Before Linda could protest, the world around her began to spin, and the golden light enveloped her once more. She awoke in her bed, the first rays of dawn peeking through her curtains. Her adventure seemed like a dream, but the warmth in her heart told her it was much more. From that day on, Linda took care of the world around her, sharing with those in need and respecting the environment. She knew that even the smallest actions could have a big impact, just like in the Enchanted Forest with Masha and the bear. And every night, as she closed her eyes, she whispered a thank you to her forest friends for the gift of responsibility. The end.
Created by a kid and their parent using Talebot. Click the link in the video description to create your own story.